Hey, what's up, guys? This is going to be part 2 to my review of the original SOE 12-gauge microrig. When I did my shooting portion of the video, I wanted to show you guys it in action, okay, see what it looks like on a person and give you a size reference and all that kind of stuff, and actually how it functions while you're actually shooting and training. But you know what? I lost a lot of detail in the video. The sun was hitting the camera just right so that it was creating these shadows, and of course I was wearing the black Glock sweatshirt, you know, or hoodie, so that wasn't a good idea. But as I mentioned to someone else, I don't have any real light coats or jackets or anything like that, or even sweatshirts. So, you know, it's cold out there, and I didn't want to stand out there in a t-shirt. But anyway, I lost a lot of details, so I want to do this part 2 and show you up close and explain everything that's on here. Another note, or actually 2 notes, is first off, if you see any hair stuck to this, I apologize. I put this on the table here last night so I wouldn't forget it, and my cat decided to use it as a bed. So I brushed it all off, but if you see a little hair on there, it doesn't come like that brand new, I promise. Also, this patch is not included. I happen to have an American flag patch here, Velcro patch, so I stuck it on here, but it just comes like this. Okay, but I thought it looked nice, so I put it on there. Also, I took the straps off just to make this review easier. Okay, all these clips here, you see, obviously you'd have the harness or the straps that come with it, which are these regular like 1-inch nylon straps. Now I'll have a separate portion on this video showing me putting it on, just to show you how easy it is. I did get that question a lot. How easy is it to put on? How fast is it? If I need to grab this in the middle of the night, can I put it on? Absolutely. It takes all of maybe, I don't know, 10-15 seconds to put this rig on. It's awesome. So I'll do a quick little snapshot of that at the end of the video, me putting it on, because it is very easy and very convenient. A couple things I want to talk about, though, with this this rig is that you know, I first got a tactical vest because I wanted something mainly just to plink around with and do target practice with. Okay, I don't want to keep going to my range bag and having to pull out ammo and load up and keep my magazines separate and, you know, or stick in my pocket. I want an actual rig that I can wear, okay, and have everything accessible to me, so I can go out and shoot and have fun and not have to worry about you know, actually having to go back and forth to get ammo and magazines, okay, or whatever else I need. And I tried a vest. I actually bought a UTG. It was a full rig. It was the full vest with a bunch of different pouches. It had 2 drop-down leg holsters and, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. And I didn't like it. You know, it was too much stuff. I found that I had a lot of pockets that I didn't use. I had no need for them. It was extremely bulky. Being a bigger guy, it was very uncomfortable to have all that bulk on me already, since I already have some natural bulk. You know, so I didn't like it. You know, maybe I'm just not used to vests, but didn't like it at all. Was talking to my good buddy Tex here on YouTube, Derek Grebner 87, and he's helped me out a lot in the past with AK questions and stuff, because, you know, since I got into guns, I've been basically a pistol guy. I didn't know a whole lot about rifles, but as soon as I got the AK, you know, of course that was one rifle I definitely wanted to have, and he had some experience with them already. And he helped me out, gave me a lot of tips, and, you know, really helped me out with it. And then later on, when we were talking, I was telling him I wanted to get a different vest. My vest wasn't very good, or at least I didn't like it. And he suggested this this gear from John Willis over at Original SOE. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's a micro rig, and it's exactly what it implies. It's a small rig. This one specifically is for the 12 gauge, although I did also get one for the AK, which I'll do a separate video on. You know, pretty soon. But anyway, it's a perfect setup. It's really an ingenious design. I really like it. And like I said, it's small. It's compact. A lot of people, when you're looking for vests, there's certain things you want to look into, like breathability. You know, or is it breathable? A lot of people want mesh. They want certain materials. Look, this is a you know, honestly, I don't know the dimensions on this, but if you see it in my hand, I'd say, let me grab a ruler, because I hate to guess and give you false measurements. I got one right here anyway. So here's the back of the rig. Let's just measure this real quick. It looks to be about 13 inches. You got another inch past the ruler. 13 inches long by 7 inches tall. Okay, and the fattest part, let's go with these mags, are, it's no fatter than 1.5 inches. Okay, not even really. It's about 1 inch. I'm sure loaded up maybe 2 inches, okay, with all these shell carriers filled. Okay, so it's a very small rig. I don't have to worry about it being breathable. Right now it's the winter time, it's not an issue, but I guarantee you when I start shooting and using this in the summertime, I'm not going to be sweaty with it. You know, I'm not going to be dripping because I have this whole vest on and all this extra gear that I don't use or need. Not to mention that most vests that you buy pre-done with all the pockets and stuff like that are better suited for rifles. There's not too many great shotgun rigs out there, at least that I've seen. Maybe I haven't researched enough, but anyway, this is just absolutely perfect for me. I love the design with the shell carriers here. I have two live shells here that I'm going to be demonstrating with. Here's a featherweight, or low recoil 12 gauge slug. Okay, 1-ounce slug, and here's a double-aught buckshot. I'm just using this as a demonstration here, but basically you have these two carriers. Each one has 6 loops, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get 6 shots. Let's pop that in here. By the way, these elastic loops here, they're very snug. I don't care what you're doing. You could be jumping out of an airplane. These shells are not going to fall out of here. Okay, they're the perfect tension, which allows you to quickly get to them if you need to, but they're definitely being held in there pretty good. One-handed, it's a little hard to put that back in. I found that you have to kind of cant it like this, okay, to get it in, and then slide your elastic over. If you saw in the shooting video on part 1, I grabbed too many shells because for a moment I forgot how many my shotgun held, which wasn't good. But anyway, I had to put one back, and it took me not terribly long. It took me a couple seconds to put it in, but it wasn't just a 1-second thing. But I like that it is nice and tight and snug. Now, I don't have a 10 gauge shell in here. I mean, I don't have one for demonstration, but I mean, excuse me, 20 gauge, because I'm trying to think if this would be good for other size shotgun shells. It's obviously best suited for 12 gauge, but I'm sure you can get away with some other sizes. They're not going to be as tight, but they'll probably stay snug. But I don't know that for sure. It's just an assumption. But anyway, what I like about this is that you load up 6 on the front here. Okay, actually 12 because you have 2 of them. And when you're done with the ammo, okay, when you run out of ammo, you pull this. It has a flap here so you can quickly grab it. You pull that down. The whole thing's Velcro, and it drops. Okay. Then you have a pocket here with another set. You pull up and you let go, and then the weight of all the shells will drop it and stick it to the front here. Let me put this slug in here, just to we'll demonstrate that again real quick for you. And you saw this in the shooting video, but I wanted to get an up-close detail on how this works. Basically, I'm pulling all my ammo, I'm shooting, I pull my last round, loading the gun, I shoot, I'm empty. Drop that down, lift this up, let it fall, and I have another 6 rounds ready to go. Okay, so I have two carriers, 12 rounds on the front, 12 rounds in reserve. Okay, so you have 24 rounds right here, 12 gauge shotgun shells. Okay, which is awesome. And well, I'll leave this here. The same thing on the other side, works the exact same way. And there you go. Okay, so I think that's a great feature. It minimizes size-wise because you only have the 12 showing, okay, but they're right behind there in reserve, as opposed to wasting room and having 4 of these across the front. Basically, you have 4, one on top of the other. So I think the design is it's awesome. It's really innovative. I think it's extremely effective. You saw me using it in shooting. I love it. I think it's perfect. And what I mentioned briefly in the video is that these hang like this, okay? You can see the straps are connected. When I train, I don't want these to fall to the ground because they are Velcro. They're going to pick up a lot of dirt and mud and grass and all kinds of crap. And they're not going to stick as well. But if I wanted to, if I was really in a quote-unquote tactical situation where, who knows what, I'm not even going to imagine the situation, but let's say I really need this to defend myself. I need lots of ammo. And I don't want these things hanging. You can have these drop off. I don't see the reason to, because in a real bad situation, I would want to keep these anyway, because in between shooting, when I get cover, I'd want to have a bunch of spare ammo on me and then reload this rig up, okay, while I'm not actually shooting. But what I'm saying is, if you don't like these hanging, you can easily undo that, so that when you pull this rig off, these will free fall. They'll just fall to the ground, okay, so they're not hanging, they're not going to get caught up on stuff. But for my training and just plinking around, I like it like this. It's perfect. They hang. They're out of the way. They're not bothering me at all, but they're not picking up all that dirt and crap. Another person mentioned to me, well, you know what, I'd like to see some button snaps on here. The Velcro is not very effective in the wintertime when it gets snow and you get packed with snow. That is true. However, remember, these are stuck to your vest. Okay, so all the exposed Velcro that's right here is actually not being used. So let's say you want to lay face down in the mud and dirt and snow, whatever. Whatever Velcro is being picked up, or whatever snow is being picked up by the Velcro and stuff, is not what's actively used. In other words, I can pack snow all over this entire unit, and when I go to pull this up, there's no snow underneath it. Okay, maybe in the process of doing that, you might get a little snow, but it's still going to be effective. Unless you drop these and literally roll around the snow, that's the only thing that's going to affect that. And obviously, depending on where you live, you're not going to have snow all year round. So it's not a huge issue for me. Putting button snaps on here makes it more difficult, makes it more complicated. Then you have to worry about lining it up properly and then snapping it in. You know, although it's a good idea in theory, I think it's better to not have it here. Okay, the simplicity of just dropping the rig, throwing it on there, and you're done. So anyway, that is the best feature on this. I think it is the coolest feature. I really like it a lot. Like I said, when you're all done, you can load that back up. Put them right in the pockets there, and you're set. So you have 24 shells ready to go. Okay. Then over here you have this other pocket. Now, this is also Velcro. Let me get my ammo out of the way here. This is also Velcro. Two big, large strips of it. It's actually attached by this cross piece here. Okay, hits on both sides, but it leaves a space in the middle so you can grab that. And it's not terribly hard to get off. Okay, what's cool about having this system here is that if you had something large in here, you could fold just the top down. Okay, and it would still Velcro fine, and you have a lot of room for stuff to be sticking up. So the pocket basically adjusts in size. Okay, which I like a lot. Now, if you look in this pocket, hopefully the lighting's okay. The entire back, first you can see is the grommet hole on the bottom to drain water if you needed to. If for some reason you got this soaking wet, it would drain out. And it's very hard to see here, but the entire inside, I mean the entire pocket, about two-thirds of the way down is Velcro. Okay, so what this allows you to do is add different pouches on the inside. More specifically, let's say you want to have a concealed carry holster or something like that that has a Velcro back. You can put the gun holster on the inside of this pocket. Then you can actually carry the gun in the pocket as a holster. You flap the top down. That gives you your retention, and then of course the butt of the handle is going to, or the actual grip is going to stick out the side here. Okay, so now you have a makeshift holster if you wanted to. So if you want to run your shotgun and then a pistol, you can do that very easily. As far as pistol magazines and stuff, you can run it on your body, or you can actually run it in the back here if you wanted to. There's two little flaps here. You pull these apart, and you can see there's actually an inside pocket on the back. I'll try to get you good lighting here. And this is also lined with a big fat piece of Velcro. Let me get my ruler here. This Velcro is 3 inches thick, and it runs the entire length of the entire back of the pouch here. Okay, 3-inch strip of Velcro. So if you wanted to, you can run your pistol back here, behind the rig. Okay, so that your grip is actually sticking up back here, and then you can run your pistol magazines inside the pouch, or vice versa. Run the gun in the pouch, run the pistol mags kind of sticking up behind it. You have a lot of options here. Originally, I think this is a map pouch. It's nice and flat, so basically you can put your maps if you're on the move, or anything flat in here, paper. You can put notepads and pens, whatever. It's up to your imagination. Depends on whatever your needs are for this system here. You have some elastic straps on the bottom here, underneath the pocket, and you can use the. I believe this is originally put here for smoke grenades, or signal grenades. Or flashbang devices. But what I found is that obviously I'm not a military guy, so I don't have a need for a smoke grenade, nor do I even know where to get one. But what I found is that this is a perfect little pouch, or a perfect little strap for a dump pouch. Okay, you hook on a dump pouch. You can even put 2 on here if you wanted to, and I can load up, depending on the size of the pouch, a bunch more shells. or I can put a little radio in there. It's unlimited and whatever you want to do. It's basically just more storage if you want to have that hang off the bottom. Speaking of shells, if you were to just put extra 12 gauge shells in here in this pocket, it says, the website says you could fit 25 shells. I would say that's very reasonable. 25 shells definitely you could fit in here. Doesn't matter how you arrange them, but if you want to just have more ammo, so that again, whether you're in a real bad situation and you're taking cover and now you're reloading your little rig up here so it's nice and easy and convenient to grab it, or you're just plinking, you don't have to go back to your range bag. You got all your ammo in here. And if you saw my Walther P22 video, I actually used the AK micro rig with my little 22, and in this pouch I put all my extra ammo in there, and I had my magazines in my dump pouch, and it just works out great. You can use this for a lot of different things, but this one specifically being for shotgun, because you have these drop down, or not drop down, but the I guess you would consider that reloadable because you're pulling it down, you have more ammo ready to go. It's awesome. This is dedicated to 12 gauge. Obviously, because of these 12 gauge pieces here that hold all the ammo. These are all stitched in very good. If you wanted to, let's say you like the rig itself, this type of rig, this small little platform, I believe they do make a Molly version of this, so you can put your own setup on here however you want. But I like the shotgun rig, and I like the AK. I bought two individual dedicated rigs for those because I do have two shotguns, two 12 gauge guns, and I also have an AK, so it works out for me. But anyway, I just want to tell you real quick. Actually, let me show you on the side here. There's also two straps. You could stick a flashlight in here on the side if you wanted to. They're just two Molly straps. If you wanted to, I guess you can hook on a pistol mag pouch on the side here if you wanted to actually do that. Or again, maybe for a knife or a multi-tool or whatever. But the last thing I want to tell you about is the quality of original SOE gear, and I'm going to show some more of it over time. I have a couple little things besides the other AK rig. It is top notch. 1000 denier nylon. The stitching on this stuff is ridiculous. I can't even begin to tell you how well this is put together. I mean, the total durability of this stuff. I mean, you could beat the crap out of this stuff and it's going to last. Okay, and I know for a fact this is the gear that a lot of actual operators and soldiers and all forms of the military want. They buy this, they use it, they've been using it for many, many years. This is top-notch stuff. Okay, there's a lot of gear out there that's cheap, and it's going to be very tempting to buy cheap gear. But I'll give you this warning. If you buy cheap gear, it's just like a knife. It's just like anything else on the market, okay? You get what you pay for. Sometimes you get a bargain. Sometimes you get something that's pretty cheap and it works out for you. Sometimes you don't. It really all depends. The biggest problem with the cheap gear is that the stitching comes apart. It starts loosening up on you, especially if you're in a situation where you really need this. Let's say you're, a soldier overseas. You get hooked on something and your pocket starts ripping off. Not good. Obviously, I'm not in the military. I don't have that durability issue like some people do or might, actually using it in the field. But what I can tell you is I'm going to have this rig for many, many years, okay? It'll probably outlast me, okay, because I'm not putting heavy abuse on it. If I were to get something cheap, I'd have to buy it 2 or 3 times because it would keep breaking and ripping. I mean, just total overboard with the stitching and the durability and the attachment points. I mean, for one example, they even like just the pouches themselves, they're all stitched together and then stitched onto the backing. A lot of companies, they'll just stitch it. They'll stitch through the pouch onto the backing. So basically, you have one layer of stitching. This is just double and triple layered. In some cases, there's 4 layers. It's just, like I said, it's overkill. But it really makes it a quality piece. It makes everything extremely durable, very solid. All the best materials you can get. The Velcro is great. Like I said, the straps are great. It really is. It's top notch. You get what you pay for. That is absolutely true. You get what you pay for. Speaking of price, this rig is $125. This is the only rig on the market that actually fits exactly what I need. Okay, so for $125, it is completely worth it for me. It's totally up to you. If you're going to shoot 12 gauge all the time, and you're having a hard time finding something that you want. I mean, if you get, let's say you get Molly gear and you rig it up how you want, it's going to cost you at least $125 or more piecing it together. Okay, so you might as well just get something that's dedicated to what you need and very comfortable and obviously very, very durable. So as far as price-wise, I think it's completely worth it. A lot of the original SOE gear is higher priced, but you know, you get what you pay for. There's a lot of people that contest that this gear does absolutely last. Okay, whether they're someone overseas doing operations, or you know, someone like me who just shoots for fun. You know, either way, it is definitely some stuff that's going to last you a very long time, and I love it. It's a very innovative design, very top quality materials used for this as well. It's an awesome rig. I really love it. It's very simple to put on, it's very simple to use, and it fits my needs. It may not fit your needs, and that's fine. You know, there's plenty of stuff on the market you can try out, but if you like to run in the 12 gauge all the time, this is a perfect rig for you. So that's it. Real quick, I'll mention, obviously I have it in black. I like getting black gear for the most part, or OD green. But they do also offer this in coyote brown, olive drab green, army ACU, multicam, foliage, and khaki. Okay, so I know some guys out there specifically like one kind of color. They have a wide variety of colors for this rig. So anyway, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And now I'm going to show you real quick how to put this on, which is really easy. Hey, what's up guys? I want to show you real quick how to put this rig on. It's very straightforward. Looking at all these straps, you might think, oh Jesus, this might be a complicated thing. It's super easy. There's only 3 straps. You have 2 top straps. You can see here, these are on top. Obviously the top straps. And then this goes around your body. This is your waist strap or midsection strap. Okay, what I do is put this on is I undo that so it's only hanging down from one side. Hold the rig up. Okay. What you want to do is you just want to hold these straps, okay, to make an X. Just like this. That's it. You see there's 2 straps here. Okay, just hold them so they crisscross to make an X. Basically your right arm goes through here, your left arm goes through there, and your head goes to the bottom of the X. Okay? So I lift this up, 1 arm, 2 arm, and then cross the X, put your head through. Very simple. Then you just adjust it, make sure the straps are flat. You take that long hanging strap that we undid, that's your body strap, that wraps around your body and connects to the other bottom part on the side. Okay, so it keeps it from shifting. Now obviously from this point, if you want to make the straps loose so you can put it on really easily and then you know, cinch them down to make it nice and tight against your body, that's fine. I normally keep it kind of tight so I don't have to worry about cinching it down or adjusting it once it's on. Okay, that's it. It takes all about 10 seconds. Take it off, the exact opposite, doesn't matter which side you start from. Undo the belt, you know, or body strap, okay, and then pull it over your head. That's it, and it's off. Very, very simple. Like I said, it takes about 10-15 seconds. Someone asked me if, you know, if I want to keep this for the house, for say self-defense, I hear a bump in the night. Do I have time to put the rig on? To be completely honest, I wouldn't put a whole rig on for a home defense type situation, but you know, if that's something you want to do, this is a great option. You know, like I said, it only takes a couple seconds to put on. So I'll show you again real quick. Let's pretend that the whole rig is in underneath your bed, or maybe in a side drawer or closet. Go up in the night, grab the rig, pull it up, make that X around your shoulders, over your head, and then pull the body strap around you. Click it in. You're done. Okay, you're all ready to go. Obviously, you keep your ammunition and whatever other tools you want in the rig at all times. But that's pretty much it. Very straightforward, as I said. Something to note is once you adjust this, they leave you a lot of nylon to actually adjust. Now, you guys know I'm a big guy, okay, and you can see I even have probably a good 5 or 6 inch piece of nylon extra. This is extra nylon, okay. If I wanted to, if I'm never planning on selling this rig, or perhaps you know, letting other people borrow it, I would actually cut off the extra here. I would cut this off and burn it, okay, so this way I don't have extra nylon flapping around when I'm moving around. I don't do that. I keep it as is because I don't know if down the road I want another family member to use it or whatever. So I keep my options open. But like I said, if it's dedicated to you, just one person, you can easily adjust it how it fits you nicely, and you know, from there you can cut off the extra nylon. Another thing I want to show you real quick. Let's put it back on. Okay, remember, one arm through here, one arm through the other side. Let's undo that body strap. Now I have this right now so that it carries kind of in the midsection here. It's kind of half chest, half abdomen. You can have this higher up in the chest, or you can lower this down more towards just over your stomach, or midsection. I like it where it is right here. It gives me enough room for the butt pad of a rifle, my AK-47, or if I want to shoot the shotgun. Leaves plenty of room here. It's completely open. It's not like a vest, full vest, where you might have to worry about where your pouch placement is, okay? Because obviously you want to be able to shoot from your shoulder. And it's a good idea to keep both shoulders open. You never know what kind of injury you might have. Maybe you have to shoot lefty. Who knows? So this is completely open up here, which I like. But like I said, if you wanted to, you can run this higher, just adjust the straps. You can have it all the way up here if you wanted to. Or you can lower this down, way down to the stomach. So anyway, just want to show you how it goes on and off. It's very simple and very straightforward. So that's it. That's the original SOE microrig. Specifically a 12 gauge version, but they also have it for the AK-47/M4 setup with the 2 pistol mags. Or I don't own it, but they do sell a MOLLE version. So basically, it's just a MOLLE compatible slab of material. You can attach whatever pouches you want.